Have you ever wanted to get better at drawing and has always been told that you have to draw every single day, yet you have a day job, responsibilities, bills to pay, and there's not enough time in the day to do this? Well, I'm here to tell you that you actually don't have to draw or sketch every single day. The keyword is almost every single day. And I'll let you know how I have figured this out. Over years of drawing from when I was a little kid and figuring it out as an adult on how to keep this daily practice. If you're passionate about something, you will not let a day go by without doing this thing. And I think that goes the same with my art practice. And the number one thing that I've noticed as being an adult with responsibilities and also being a busy mom is to find some time for yourself. And if you don't find time for yourself, then really and truly, how are you going to keep pouring out of your cup? With that being said, this is the reason why I talk about the daily sketch. Now, you would have been seeing my shorts at the daily sketch, and usually they're about 5 minutes or less. Just a quick sketch in the sketchbook. That's all you really need to start your practice. If you have more time, I mean, by all means, once you get into that flow state, 5 minutes can turn into an hour or two, which is actually way better than doing nothing at all. And it actually helps you to improve your art. But again, 5 minutes is a lot more than nothing at all. Think about it like snow. The last past snowstorm, you've seen some flakes and they started coming down. And those little flakes added up. Within an hour or so, you've seen about 50 centimeters of snow. And the same way, doing a daily sketch or almost every single day for 5 minutes or less will add up in time. And that is why it's so important for my next tip is to keep a sketchbook. Because over time, you will see from where you started at point A to how you got to point B. And those 5 minute sketches will add up with your improvement. In these 5 minutes, you can also give yourself something that you want to draw, whether it be something you want to work on from life, whether it be working on how to draw a head. You can fill up the whole page by just drawing your hand or even from imagination. It is your sketchbook, it is your diary, it is a place for you to experiment, and not everything has to be perfect. Now, this is what I'm emphasizing. Not everything has to be perfect. You're going to have days where you are not able to finish in 5 minutes because you got to go pick up your kid from school, or there's a home emergency, or life is just lifing. Especially as an adult, you know that something always happens. So make sure that you do not beat yourself up for missing a day. You can write it in your calendar. 5 minutes while I'm drinking my coffee, 5 minutes while I'm on the bus, or even waiting for a bus. We all have those little moments in our lives at times where we're not really doing anything. And in this day and age, we're more focused on our phone, social media, and entertaining ourselves. But why not entertain ourselves in developing a skill? And this goes for anything in life and not just drawing. I mean, read a book, draw, do something that you're passionate about. And in this case, we're talking about our daily sketching and improving in our drawing. Now that brings me up to my next point. In order to do this, you can schedule this. For me, usually I'm doing this in the morning after everybody's out and I'm actually going to begin my day. I take time out, usually when I'm drinking my coffee, my tea, or a warm drink in this case, and I'm getting out things from my mind. It's just like a daily practice. Some people journal to get their thoughts out. I draw, whether that be from imagination, sometimes that could be from life. Sometimes I might have an idea in my head, such as I want to improve on this subject, and I will go get references and start going on that. In order to help you with this, you can put a 5-minute timer or just say something as simply as soon as I'm done my coffee. And you just have to pace yourself when you're drinking your coffee because I'm a really fast coffee drinker, anyways. But this has helped me into becoming more closer to myself and also learning the ideas that I get out from my head every morning. For me personally, sometimes there are days where I know I have a little bit more time. So I will sketch and I will go on live, usually on TikTok in the morning, and sketch for at least about 30 minutes to an hour. Usually around the 45-minute mark, I notice. And it just because I get into the flow state and I'm being more free with my art instead of being more stiff, being more expressive, in which you will see in this drawing that I've done here. The sketch I did beforehand, I filmed it. And then after that, I went on live on TikTok because I had a little bit more time and I wanted to be more free and expressive when coloring in the sketch. The last tip that I have your materials ready. Make sure they're out on the table or wherever that you're going to work. Whatever it is that you have, usually I have my pencil crayons out, my pens, my sketchbook, as well as some paint palettes. So that way, when I'm ready to paint and I have that itch to say, okay, right now is 10 a.m., I'm going to do my 5-minute sketch session. All my materials there. I don't have to waste time going and looking because after you going into your cupboards and getting all your materials, you end up not wanting to do it. Once it's right there, everything is there. All you really got to do is open your book or already have your book opened, and all you got to do is start. You don't have to record or anything. Remember, this is your sketch session for you to improve. So make sure your materials are out, set a timer for 5 minutes, and keep drawing.